Summer holidays vandachu, namma GT Holidays vandachu. GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
Oscar is always on right track. That is why fast track taxi app உடனே டவுன்லோட் பண்ணுங்க.
மிஸ்டர் கோல்ட் கடல என்ன தான் வாங்குறேன். ஏன் தெரியுமா? சாதாரண ஆயிலை விட சமையல் டேஸ்டாவும் இருக்கும், ஹெல்தியாவும் இருக்கும்.
Ajit, you're very used to action out of the car. What about in the car? What can we see from you today?
Loving it. Looking forward to the race. I'm just taking in everything and trying to make sure I get all the experience I need and all the to improve my driving skills. That's the reason I'm here, and looking forward to this.
You seem very calm. You're used to pressure, aren't you? You enjoying it?
I love racing. I'm giving racing my heart and soul. I'm copy. 1 minute.
Good luck.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Ajith Kumar, the Indian actor, in something like over 60 Tamil language films he has been in, but he's also been a regular racer. He's driven in the MRF Challenge, the Indian single-seater series. He did have a spell in Formula Asia. He drove in the FIA Formula 2 Championship when it was the one-make MSV Williams chassis briefly, driven in Creventic races. So he's got quite a bit of motorsport back, a GT racer to Europe, and will no doubt get faster and faster and faster as the season goes on. And, of course, he's going to be under a massive spotlight. So much attention back home focused on how he gets on.
Yeah, I mean, he got interrupted in his own interview there with the 1-minute board going off, the team telling him, start the car. He had to copy on the radio. So, a bit of extra stress there that we put on his shoulders.
It's probably only like a director saying cut, isn't it? You know, he gets used to that instruction. So, Ajith Kumar, welcome to the championship. Welcome to viewers watching in India as well to see how he gets on. Good to have your company. Right, formation lap underway. Green flag wave. Hendrik still feeding Anthony Aban, who went 20th last time around. Weintraub's an experienced peddler. Ajith Kumar is still learning a bit about poor Ricard and hustling the Porsche up towards the Virage du Pont here.
Yeah, quite busy behind the steering wheel, lots of little movements. Probably hasn't got the confidence he would want underneath the car. Did look relaxed though, his hands look very sort of fine on the wheel. He's not gripping on with a death grip, so more laps in that car and for sure he'll be getting up there. He's going to have done double the amount of qualifying as everyone, so he's in a good position to keep going. As we see on the traitors there, Sydney getting probably a bit of a toe, but is that then going to turn into traffic after this chicane?
Just going back to Ajith Kumar, so he's learning about new circuits, yes, but is there a GT4 car that is perhaps the ultimate user-friendly one, or are they all pretty kind? Bearing in mind they don't have the same level of aero as a GT3 car, so the driver is making a bit more of an input.
Yeah, the strengths and weaknesses to all of them. The Porsche is probably the best at being okay at all of them.
Right.
So it's not the fastest in the straight, it's not the fastest in the corner. So I think it does lend itself to being pretty happy. The Mercedes is historically known as the most AM-friendly. The Ginetta is known as the most nimble, but the slowest in a straight.
Right.
So they have their strengths and weaknesses, and it is good to try and match that as a driver to your own strengths and weaknesses. So if you like a front-engine car because you like a car being compliant on way in, then that's good. If Porsche is better at mid-corner rotation and that's what you like, then yeah, you have to go and test a few to work out what you like. You tend to find drivers stick with what they know. It's quite hard then to swap and become competitive in another manufacturer without a load of testing.
Now, if you remember in Q1, we were talking about Eric Tremolet's Victime Mercedes AMG. His co-driver, Olivier Jouffret, has now put that car fastest in Pro-Am. 7th overall, as the checkered flag is imminent, because we are about 10 seconds or so away from the flag coming out. So Jouffret is ahead of Thibaut Mojica. Cindy Goudet is 3rd, and then 4th now is 54 Alberto Nasca in the Lotus. So that's going nicely. The Lotus Emira up towards the front as Paolo Meloni comes to the timing line in the family BMW. Dad and lad entry that. And also coming to the line is Keith Gatehouse in his NM Racing Team Mercedes. So it's going to be an intriguing grid, this. We talked about Constantly being at the back, Elias Niskanen as well. The #1 Mustang of Michael Haverens also hasn't done a lap time. And clearly with a problem is Charlie Hart, fresh out of Ginetta Junior Racing, because he too is unable to do a lap. So quite a few quick drivers with problems and work to do in the race.
Yeah, and the teams with problems obviously now go straight into a race. There's no other running for them. So that will be tough there as Kumar takes the checker flag, 2 minutes 20, so slight improvement on his first qualifying time. I am surprised that it's dominated by Silvers quite as much this session, considering the red flag really hampered them. I thought this was going to give the Pro-Am cars a chance to really mix it up. Yes, the Silver have a higher grading in that element, but they've done a good job considering they pretty much had one flying lap to get it done in.
Goes back to the point, if you can drive, doesn't it? And I mean, there have been championships in the past that have just had a one-lap qualifying session.
Summer holidays vandachu, namma GT Holidays vandachu. GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
Oscar is always on right track. That is why fast track taxi app உடனே டவுன்லோட் பண்ணுங்க.
மிஸ்டர் கோல்ட் கடல தான் வாங்குறேன். ஏன் தெரியுமா? சாதாரண ஆயிலை விட சமையல் டேஸ்டாவும் இருக்கும், ஹெல்தியாவும் இருக்கும்.